Wrestling Mayhem Show. Since 2006, the pioneer in pro wrestling podcasting.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Slice on Broadway, supporting Pittsburgh podcasting with the perfect pepperoni pizza.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give them what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Do what you got to do, make it last. Wait for the perfect.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem Show, episode 855. Tuesdays we've been talking about professionalized wrestling. I almost said we've been professionalizing wrestling. That's a big swing there. That's Mad Mike. He's the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE, and he's coming in, and he's white labeled tonight.
Yeah,
because no logos.
No logos. The one time on this show I'm probably not on brand.
The basic grays tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know why? It's WrestleGrania.
WrestleGrania, and he's our representative as the one closest to Stamford, Connecticut. So, yes, the delegate from the Northeast, sir. Also with us, and also with us, the delegate from the iPhoneography podcast, Dave Potter, is joining us this evening.
Glad to be on, Sorg. You know what? Being professionalized, 2/3 of the people here are professional related to wrestling.
This is true. This is true. This is absolutely true. Two of the
Which 2/3? Figure it out.
That's right. That's right. Or actually, I want to talk a little bit later in the show about some of my professionalized wrestling work going on coming up this week, probably, because I got attached to some pretty wild stuff that I'm sure you guys will be interested in and be looking out for, because a lot of it will be free, actually. So, this is the Wrestling Mayhem Show. Go check out everything at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. You can hit up that email address.
Good
times. Oh, look at that. Good times at WrestlingMayhemShow.com. Hold on, trying to get the chat room up here for you. Also, you can hit us up. We got a Wrestling Mayhem Show Facebook page, as well as a Discord and Reddit. And, of course, we're live every Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live, as well as the Wrestling Mayhem Show YouTube, the Sorgatron Media Twitch, and the IndyWrestling.us YouTube, Twitch, and IndyWrestling.network. You can follow wherever you would like to do that. We programming note, we're actually going to have a couple weeks there where we're not going to be live, including next week. We will still be in LA. Post WrestleMania kind of
Well, you will.
Well, I will be in Los Angeles.
I ain't gonna be in LA.
I'll be in Los Angeles.
My ass is gonna be sitting here in front of the computer being like, where are my friends?
Oh no, now I feel terrible. Especially considering,
I mean, it is quite a week to miss.
and I feel bad because the other thing that I'm missing for later in the month is definitely that is not wrestling related or terribly exciting. But a boy's got to work. Anyway, so whatever is going on, and we actually we are planning to record something at least, so at least there'll be hopefully something broadcasting at around 10 p.m. Next week. So we're trying to get a Merry Mayhem meetup going on tomorrow or on this weekend. So we're looking forward to that situation with some of our West Coast Mayhemers potentially. In the meantime, you can also follow us on the Mayhem Show Twitter. If I didn't mention that, I can't remember. And please, you won't even know that we're not live because you follow us on the podcast wherever fine podcasts are sold. And you can follow us at Patreon, patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. Everybody, of course, had a tremendous Patreon in the bank last week, including our friends at the Fan Show level, Bo Diggity! Woo! As well as by Ed Burke, Team Hammerfist, and Bobby FJ Town. We miss you, Bobby. At the Poppy Club level, Dave Profbot, Ponder, Clipper of all things Sorg related, and Rats in the Trench Coat, Tony Kincaid. At the Pizza Club level, Doc Remedy and The Riz. And at the manager level, Bradley and the overly caffeinated Mother of Dragons, Tina Keys. And Mad Mike. Don't try to Patreon anyone else on the way through the parking lot. Thank you guys. You guys support the show, too. Get some special content. I think we may talk about something very, very sensitive on Patreon if we get to it this week after the show. So look out for that. And I do have a Christian Noir segment I still need to drop for you guys that I realize I never got to. It's very, very busy right now, and I need an assistant. Anyways, patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. So it is WrestleMania week, motherfuckers. And there is so much to talk about. I made a tweet the other night where I was just kind of like watching. What was I watching? SmackDown, maybe. Yeah, I was watching SmackDown yesterday morning, catching up on the treadmill, and there was and I just had this kind of hit of, I think I was watching the KO segment. By the way, I will be picking up a WrestleZania t-shirt. Is one of my missions here in LA. But anyways,
as it should be.
I mean, right? But I feel like this WrestleMania, wow, I feel like if you look at it in certain ways, it seems weaker as far as like some of the star power and things that didn't happen that maybe we wish happened, that were rumored over the months leading in. But what I think has happened with this WrestleMania leading into it, I think we're going to remember the lead up to WrestleMania potentially more than WrestleMania itself. And I'm talking the Sami Zayn storyline, the Cody Rhodes storyline. There's been a couple other things that escape my mind right now.
Bray and Dominic.
Thank you. It was during the Bray and Dominic where I had this thought, actually. Like the big, like, will they, won't they? Oh, shit, they are. And it finally happens. It builds. Those moments got spread out enough over the weeks that, that wasn't running into the stuff happening with Sami and KO. I just, the pacing of these stories and the hits for these things have been so well done. It's a masterclass, I feel, in your favorite subject around professional wrestling, the storytelling, Mike. This is what he lives for.
This WrestleMania is like a fucking warm hug.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you're looking at the women's division or the tag team division.
Yeah.
But the singles men's division and the tag team championship men's division, like a warm hug. The rest could be done a little better.
Yeah, the Raw women's side seems almost forgotten. Charlotte Ripley is fine when it's something, so
I don't know. Like, unless this is just the push to move the Judgment Day to SmackDown after WrestleMania, But Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair and Charlotte versus Asuka makes so much more sense.
Oh yeah, and hopefully the matches like turn out. You know.
Oh, the matches will be great. I'm not worried about the matches.
Mhm.
Like, buddy of mine was asking me what's the match I'm least looking forward to, and it's honestly Bianca and Asuka, because like the story has been nothing
Mhm.
because they're both faces. They're both faces, and the build has been non-existent. But the match is gonna be great. The match is gonna be fucking fantastic.
Mhm. Mhm.
But you know,
Well, I would say we hope, because I'm not saying Bianca and Oscar are not amazing. How is their chemistry together?
Well, how's
Oh,
We don't,
I-
we don't know
I'm not
that.
Asuka
I'm
has
not
Asuka
concerned
has
with that.
chemistry. Asuka has chemistry with everyone.
Yeah, but I just don't
Asuka has
know.
chemistry with everyone.
I just
By the
don't
way,
know.
Sorg,
That,
I'm looking at the WrestleMania T-shirts now because I just realized I also need a WrestleMania shirt because I have every other KO Mania shirt. You also need to get the "She's My Mommy" shirt.
Do I really? I don't know if that's going to go over well in my household, actually. So
I was
that's gonna
saying
get
for
weird.
Missy.
Oh,
I was saying
for Missy, where's the "She's My Mommy"?
Yeah, like surprise her with it when she lands.
Oh. I guess well, they do have the store, don't
She
they?
doesn't listen to the show, so I'm okay saying.
Yeah, you're safe. You're safe. I just know when she's tuned in right now. That's right. They have the store. I should go to the store and pick those up, right?
Yeah, you should just go to the store and pick up
will
that
see.
shirt for.
All right, I might have to get up early to do. Although I'm going to have to get up early to do that, And I know you're, but Mike, well, actually, no, that works out really well now. I think about it. I just need to move when I pick up my rental car. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
All right. Okay. All right. We got this.
but before we
They
go on
also
the
have
matches,
a Roads to WrestleMania shirt, which is the American Nightmare symbol, but it's golden and it says Roads to WrestleMania. I might have to get that.
now, one thing I'm noticing, I just went to the WWE shop site.
Mm-hmm.
The top thing for newest item is the yellow WrestleMania doggy style shirt that's Snoop Dogg related.
Yep.
I have not seen Snoop at all about anything.
Okay,
just
so
spoil
all right,
something
so
here?
hold on. Let me explain this.
Please.
So you have to go on WWE social media to follow the story of the Golden WWE Championship. So when they had their press conference for WrestleMania, they gave Snoop a custom Golden WWE Championship with Snoop's logo on it and everything. And apparently it's been passed around from B-list celebrity to B-list celebrity for the better part of a year.
Wow.
That's why Snoop has his own.
That's pretty incredible, actually.
Oh no, I'm not denying there's a shirt. It's just, I'm sorry, this is something that the other company I complain about, having to go online to actually know what the storyline is.
Yeah, but this doesn't impact anything.
No, but
It doesn't impact it.
It doesn't impact it. But if you go to your store and you go for WrestleMania, the top thing should not be the uncle of someone who they no
doesn't work
longer
it.
mention on the show.
I think you're I think you're thinking too deep
I'm-
on this thing.
Oh,
I'm
no,
honestly
you're right. I
surprised-
probably am. I probably
you're
am.
bothering too deep on this one,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
No, I probably
Oh,
am. But
by
it's
the
like,
way,
they have
You know,
they
I-
have a replica of it online.
Hey, and by the way, I was a little miffed because I was excited because what have the KO Mania shirts been up until now? And-
They've all been the poster from WrestleMania with Kevin Owens insert.
yeah, like WrestleMania 1, WrestleMania 2, et cetera, et cetera,
Mhm.
et cetera.
WrestleMania 1 was more because he hadn't come up with the gimmick yet,
Yes.
so he was just wearing a KO shirt.
Okay.
Wasn't
th-
KO
still,
Mania.
but this was still,
WrestleMania 2 was when it really started.
yeah, so this has been an ongoing thing up to like 6. It was him and Stone Cold was a riff on Warrior and Hogan. And I saw the WrestleZania and that's cute and I like that and I'm like, why the hell did we not? I was really looking forward to seeing Kevin Owens in the American flag waving for some reason. It maybe be Canadian and a riff on that WrestleMania 7. And I realize now why that is, Mike.
Yeah,
Don't blow up my
because we
spot.
have someone
Don't blow
named
up
the
my
American
spot.
Nightmare.
Yeah, and guess what they just released?
Yeah.
The WrestleMania 7 style shirt with Pharaoh on it.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Pharaoh,
Aw.
who may or may not be booked for Mayhem Mania.
May or
We
may
don't know
not be
yet.
booked for Mayhem Mania. Well, we will reveal those answers later here in the show. Whether they made it to the Supercard. So,
By the way, did we determine last week anything that doesn't make the Supercard will be on Mayhem Mania Stand and Deliver?
is that what we're doing? We can do
I thought
that.
so.
I didn't make graphics
I thought
for it,
so.
but we can do that.
No, we don't have
Let's
to.
establish that. Let's just go ahead and establish that then. Okay.
You know, we put in a lot of hard work. to
We
make this
did,
happen.
and there's
So,
a place for it. It fits into this new narrative with WrestleMania
Hold
weekend.
on,
I'm okay
hold on.
with it.
In the tradition of in the Yinzer tradition of Eaton Park, how about we call it Mayhem Mania Deliver and Stand?
Oh, that sounds good. You know what? I'm with you. I'm with you. I hate your fucking Eaton Park jokes, but I'm with
My
you on
logic?
this. Okay. Oh, Snoop is from the LBC. It's a given.
Yeah,
We're in his hometown, of course.
yeah.
So I'm sure he's going to make an
That's
appearance.
why he was there to promote Mania in Long Beach.
There you go. There you go. Long Beach? Inglewood? Is Inglewood
Long Beach.
Inglewood. It's in
What do you
Inglewood.
think LBC stands for?
Long Beach, yes, but WrestleMania's in Inglewood. Is that considered Long Beach?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not a Los
How many
Angeles-
times has Snoop said Inglewood in his fucking song?
Inglewood's up to no good. I get that.
Yeah.
No, that was Tupac. Wait, right?
It tracks.
Okay,
It tracks.
whatever. Yeah, okay. So anyways, I have 3 shirts I need to pick up. Why'd they show a picture of the back when there's nothing on it? Things look
The
cheap.
only the main reason I want to get the KO Mania one is because WWE rarely puts designs on the back of shirts.
That is true.
It's almost a rarity at this point because it costs twice as much to produce. I would imagine.
No, I remember that from trying to do T-shirts. Yes.
And they're not charging that much for it, to be honest.
No, everything's at like $29.99. I'm sure there'll be 35 at the show, but but also when you consider also up to 40% off, we're really just doing advertisement. I mean, this show's always been an advertisement for WWE, to be honest, and other promotions. But anyways, free shipping for orders over $34. I kind of want to just order this stuff now, just so I have it. Instead of fighting over there for it. But anyways, is there a pickup at the stadium option here? Because
There might be.
We did that last time.
There actually might be.
We actually the last show. So let's see. Chachi and Katie aren't listening, right? So the last show that I was at, not the SmackDown, but it was a few months ago that they did SmackDown in town, right? And in Pittsburgh. And they had that, go online and you'll pick it up later and don't have to go off and miss the show and stand in line for something, right? And they announced it. So I go and they had like a very specific like Kurt Angle shirt. I'm like, I want the Kurt Angle shirt. So I went and poked in the Kurt Angle and I'm looking and we're like, they have the Penguins, they have the Jens 316 shirt. Like we should get that for Katie. Christmas is coming up. Oh man, they got the Jens 316. It was like, they got a Pittsburgh Penguins shirt. SmackDown shirt, and we got that for Chachi. And by the time I came back around to the cart, my Kurt Angle shirt was sold out. So be very careful with those, especially when they got I should have just put the order through and then added on. But anyways, I suspect I'll be doing the same thing at the stadium. Or is it worth moving my rental car to get to the store before they fly in?
I think so.
You think so? Of course you think so.
I think so because then you can film the surprise and that's content.
Yeah, I guess so. I like the way you think. All right.
See? I gotcha.
You want a football helmet? They're selling a football helmet.
They sell football helmets every year.
And you got socks and what is this one? What is
the socks are nice. The socks are nice. They're calling it the Riddle football helmet for some. I don't know if he's names on it somewhere or whatever. But the socks are nice.
Riddle helmet?
Yeah.
Jeez. Wow. Why are we doing a WrestleMania 28 shirt in this bunch? Anyways.
See, it says, I'm sorry, that's the company name, Riddell. Sorry.
Riddell.
I misread it.
Yeah, Riddell.
And it's close. It's close enough. I'm like, why is
I smell a cross promotion?
It's like, You haven't heard anything about him in months. Are they teasing? Did someone mess up or?
Tina, by the way, is throwing down because I'm saying California Love with Tupac and Dre.
Yeah.
yeah. I know my California Love. Anyway, what the fuck are we doing? WrestleMania. So Cody and Roman. This has this narrative going into this big match. Is this the downfall of Roman? Do we do it? Do you think this is it?
Yes,
I think
absolutely.
I cannot imagine a bigger moment to do that.
Yeah, because like here's the thing: if you don't do it, unless you have The Rock locked, stocked, and booked
Yes.
for SummerSlam,
Yes.
that's the only
Or Mania.
thing I
or
can think
Mania
of.
next year for that matter.
No way.
No.
They're not going to do another year.
No. Okay. good.
No, honestly, I think Roman needs the break from it.
Yeah, that's the other thing too. I mean, he's already ramped.
Roman
down his
needs the break
schedule.
because at this point, if you don't do it, you have to have something lined up.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have an end game. Like
Mhm.
you can't have Cody get dusted by Thanos
The
and not have
only-
a fucking time heist planned.
The only
know, like-
wow, that's a long walk. Okay, the only thing I can think of potentially is the only thing that's going to kibosh this situation is a Hulk Hogan kind of schmoz, where something happens with Cody that disagrees with management. Like it literally a management issue is the only thing that's going to keep this from being Cody gets the belt. Because
Yeah.
what better boyhood dream type of
Yeah.
storyline could you possibly have in this day and age than this?
Honestly, the only other ending to Roman's reign at this point is either The Rock or Jey Uso.
And you sure as hell don't want him to end on an injury.
Yep, absolutely.
That would be terrible if that were.
By
to
the way,
happen.
Cody. This is hi, Mad Mike Spears.
Yes.
Here speaking to you. You have a big match this weekend. Don't go lifting Braun Strowman on your fucking shoulders over the weekend.
What the
All
fuck?
right? Like, have you not seen this?
No.
At a house show last weekend, Cody was just walking around with Braun Strowman on his shoulders.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Like a fireman carry?
No, like you put a little child up on your shoulders.
Is this on the socials?
Huh?
Yeah, it's on Twitter.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's on Twitter. I saw it. I'm like, motherfucker, you have a big match. Don't test this shit. We don't have a backup plan.
And I mean, with a history of injury.
Yeah.
I don't want to call him old because he's younger than all of us, but he's not exactly a young man for wrestling.
No, he's not. And Braun ain't exactly a cruiserweight.
No.
Oh my
I mean, that's
God.
impressive. Don't get me wrong. That is
Yeah.
impressive.
What the hell?
Yep.
What
Holy
is
shit.
wrong with you?
Yep.
Holy shit!
He's got the adrenaline in his soul.
And his
Pick you up like Strowman.
jeez, how much does Braun weigh?
Strowman goes at least 265, probably a lot more.
Well, he's more than 265.
Oh,
I'm
I'm
less than
I'm-
265.
I'm underestimating,
Oh,
obviously.
please.
but,
Yeah,
like,
he's got to be close to. Braun's got to
all right,
be
now,
mid
now,
three.
now I'm just gonna
mid
Google
three.
it. Oh, he's billed at 344. So yeah, there we
Okay.
go.
385
Yeah.
says Tina. I think he might be I think that 344 may be better because he's definitely kind of slimmed up a
He's
bit.
trimmed down,
Although
yeah,
although it's
yeah.
muscle too, so she might be right with the 385 there.
And he is
Yeah.
damn tall.
But Jesus,
There's
man.
a lot of
Don't
there's a lot of
test this
Braun.
shit.
Yeah.
No.
But all wrestling is testing that stuff. Like
Yeah,
Yeah,
but you
but
don't do it right before
why
WrestleMania.
not lighten your house show schedule going into WrestleMania, right? So I mean, this I mean, this kind of just goes with wrestling, man. Like you
yeah,
know,
but
I
you
mean, it's
know,
very Cody.
it's very Cody.
Yeah.
It's very Cody. Cody's gonna make the potentially wrong decision. At least he's not trying to mosh pit and breaks his ankle. And becomes an angry old man over the summer. But anyway.
Oh, he was an angry old man before.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. But it really came out.
He's upset because his horror movie sucked. watched it.
What, like recently?
On Netflix.
No.
No, it was
Listen,
one
I
about
learned
him
my
moving into a house.
lesson. I learned my lesson trying to watch the Kurt Angle movies, so they're not good at all.
Oh, See No Evil is good. See No Evil is good.
No, I
See
said
No
Kurt
Evil 2
Angle.
is good.
Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, Kurt Angle couldn't. Yeah, Kurt Angle can't act.
Oh, the Kurt Angle was in Southpaw, and I understand he was pretty good in it.
No, in that one he was fine because he was facing.
Because
he
he's
was playing
playing
a
himself.
Russian fighter.
These were terrible movies. These were $5,000 movies.
Right.
Okay, like that's the one that we met him with the premiere. Like that was like he was the producers were actually angry because he said how much the film cost. So that was interesting. It's been like 10 years, so I can say that. But anyways, yeah, the one with Sid Vicious staring awkwardly out of the car, and James Storm and all that kind of stuff, like that one. I with the River of Death or something like that, right? Anyways, so, and I love, again, I can say this now because it's been over a decade. I ended up working with somebody back around 2010, 2011, that was, he was an extra in Silence of the Lambs, and he was also he was the detective in the one where Kurt Angle was like a serial killer rapist of some sort, I think. It was really awkward, and I don't remember finishing it. And I think I just broke Mike over there. He was taking a drink at the wrong time.
You could have said any profession in the world. I did not.
It was
expect
really,
really
awkward and not okay. And
was Charmel in it? Because that would track actually.
And I just remembered like talking to the guy, and he does a lot of theater, and he works with media, and some news programs and stuff around here back then. And he's just like, yeah, it wasn't a good movie. I was like, yeah, it wasn't a good movie. What the fuck were you doing in that? You know,
you're an Olympic hero as a serial killer / rapist.
You were a perfectly adequate hard-boiled detective, sir. But I don't know about what Kurt was doing in that one. But hey, whatever. Everybody tries to make that crossover, and not everybody can be Baptista. Anyways, by the way, side note, Knock at the Cabin with a friend of the studio, Jonathan Goff, is on Peacock right now, I believe. So go check that out. It's a really good movie.
Okay, was it good even though it's Shamalama Ding Dong?
Yeah, it is the most un-Shyamalan Ding Dong movie I've ever watched.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's good to hear.
It's really, like the twisty thing isn't twist.
Okay.
In my mind, that's how I read it.
Okay.
You know,
because I've heard that said about The Village too.
Yeah, the twist is
I'm the guy 10 minutes in. I'm like, but they're in the real world, right? And they're just
the twist is, if you read the book, you're like, what the fuck is that? You know. So, anyways, I've read the book. I read reviews. I just read stories. After a movie, the first thing I do is like Google a movie and be like, okay, did anybody else hate this movie? Okay, no shit. Okay, there's not gonna be a sequel. Fuck. Oh man, no Shazam 3.
Sorg, there have been many movies that have sucked that have gotten sequels. Look at Avatar.
Well, generally, listen.
There's not a lot. Can we go? Let's look at Transformers.
There's not a lot of movies that I hate when I go see a movie. Okay, it's a very rare. If I go to see a movie, I'm excited about the movie, and it mostly delivers. And then like even I will just like find a place in my heart for something like a Black Adam or something like that, right? That was like or the original Suicide Squad. I'm like that could have been better, but I accept that. I accept this movie. And that soundtrack was banging. So
we accept you. Google gobble. Google gobble.
What the hell is that from?
That's from Freaks.
Freaks. Oh, I haven't watched Freaks yet. Anyways,
it's an old movie.
Oh, an old movie. Oh, there's a new show or something called Freaks on Netflix. So I think that's like they're mutants or something. Anyways, so that's happening. I think it's going to be perfectly. The only other thing I know Seth Rollins said that his match is going to be on Saturday in his promo with Logan Paul. I hope we get another dual flying nothing across the ring.
Oh yeah, we're absolutely gonna get
such a Power Rangers moment. I loved it. Also,
I'm assuming Edge and Balor is on Sunday.
Yeah, I think I keep forgetting. I'm like, man, what do we got? We don't have like a lot that I'm looking. I'm like, wait, we have a fucking Hell in a Cell. You know,
with the Demon. And by the way,
Demon?
I heard reports. Guess what? I'm very excited about this. The red cell is gone.
No.
The red cell is... But from the reports I read, the red cell is gone.
It's going to be purple.
God No, it's the original color.
accept
It's the
this.
original color.
No, it's
It
going to be a
just looks
purple
like
cell.
chain.
I will not
Oh, no.
accept
Oh, no, I
anything
want
but a
purple.
purple Hell in a Cell for Judgment
No,
Day.
I want a purple demon.
Uh-huh.
I want a
Yeah.
purple ass demon.
If there's
That's
a
what I
purple
want.
ass demon,
With
I'll
those
get that fucking
Judgment
t-shirt.
Day wings.
Mm-hmm.
With those fucking Judgment Day wings
Yes.
along the sculpted back of Finn Balor.
Yes. It's going to look like something out of a Marilyn Manson set. It is going to be amazing. It's
Yeah.
going to be amazing. This is what I've always wanted was Demon Balor at WrestleMania.
We had it. We had
I mean,
it.
the entrances. The
Yeah,
entrances
Demon
will be
Balor
amazing.
face off against Lashley.
No. What?
Yes.
No.
WrestleMania 35.
35. That's the year pre.
Or not Lashley.
Ouch.
Maybe Lashley. Or Samoa Joe.
Why don't I remember this? Find me this.
Demon Balor definitely was at WrestleMania 35.
All right. Well, I want upgraded Demon Balor. Like, well, how do we not have Demon Balor?
Demon
at
Balor and
WrestleMania?
Bobby Lashley. It was the semi-main, so it was right before midnight. That's probably why you don't remember.
Oh.
And that was when Lashley was with Leo Rush,
Oh, my man.
and Demon Balor won the IC title
Oof.
in the semi-main of
Oof.
WrestleMania.
Oof. Oof.
But that was right before midnight because I remember, like, the first wrestling match of my birthday that year was Becky Lynch winning both titles because WrestleMania went till after midnight.
Hey, so clarification. The game that the one that I'm the awkward Kurt Angle movie with the detective I was talking about is called Endgame, according to Tina. And
Robert Downey Jr. dies in that one too.
Jenna Moroska? No, I think a piece of our soul died in
Oh.
that one. Jenna Moroska. Why do I know that name?
She was in TNA
Oh,
and Big Brother, maybe.
makes sense.
Yeah, she was or is it Survivor?
She's the fucking
Not-
victim.
It might be Survivor. I forget. She might.
Yeah, I see her on a bunch
It
of
might be
Survivor.
both.
Oh, she's from Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's why.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Oh god, this is rough. There's some rough memories right here.
Oh yeah.
God, I might have gotten this on DVD on Netflix.
Oh.
What was it?
You know
Endgame?
that's one thing we should do one of these days. We should have a movie party, but we each pick out our worst wrestling related movie,
2009.
and we all
Oh,
watch
no.
it together. Because I have
Oh,
WWE
no.
Countdown on Blu-ray.
You know you want to watch this one. Holy crap.
Oh boy, that's rough looking.
I remember the first movie I remember Batista in, and it was him and Rob Van Dam. I can't remember the title of it, but like they were teaming up because like something about gangs. I remember Batista just had a short machine gun, like one of those little those little kind of like two hands, like real close kind of machine guns, and it was the most awkward shooting I've ever seen in a movie. And I was like, oh, I don't know if he's got a future. Well, I was wrong about that one. So everybody does the shit movie first, right? I mean, you know,
You got to start somewhere.
yeah. I mean,
You got to start somewhere. You got to get your card in somehow.
The Rock started as a very terrible
mean-
CG character.
I mean,
so-
Cena did not start with a shit.
What did he start with?
Ready to Rumble. He's in
Oh,
the background of
shit.
the shot.
Come on.
Okay,
Come
but
on.
even still, the
I
Marine,
got you,
not,
man. I
even
got
still,
you, man.
the Marine, not a bad movie.
I mean, David Lawless got to start in a better movie in that case.
Yeah,
'Cause-
but the Marine is not a bad movie.
I did. By the way, friend of the show, David Lawless is in a man named Otto.
Oh,
Look for him.
excellent.
Look for him. I watched the movie and I didn't notice him. And I was like, I'm in the scene with this. I'm like, oh, I wasn't looking for you. You were just another dude in the scene. I'm going to go watch it. I'm going to go watch it again with different eyes now. So I know a lot of people that worked on the film, but I didn't know that somebody was in it. But just listen, Pittsburgh, we have a lot of work happening here with film, and a lot of wrestlers are getting in on it. It's pretty great. So you might be surprised who pops up on that, or Mayor of Kingstown, or something like that. I have a feeling a lot of wrestlers have played prison inmates on Mayor of Kingstown, from my understanding. So, anyways, I'm sure
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania. We'll get around to it sooner or later. How long where are we at here? Actually, we should take a quick break here. We're going to talk more WrestleMania. No guests. Indie wrestling, what's that? We'll talk about that after the break. But in the meantime, if you are tired of the wrestling, of the
By the way,
of
this
the,
is the week to be
of the
tired of
grand
wrestling.
one day when WrestleMania has, maybe you don't like WrestleMania. I don't know why you're listening right now. But maybe you're like, I want to see the alternative stuff. I want to fully fill my weekend. We've got over 400, maybe 500 hours now of wrestling over at IndyWrestling.network. Our ringside members on YouTube have a lot of shows just posted on the YouTube and the VOD. And we're actually having a service issue with the network right now, so we've been trying to get that up for you guys today, but we'll be working on that here in the next 24 hours. Hopefully get that to you. 2PW's Tough Luck, which includes, for the first time ever, John McChesney and HL Supreme, the former Super Hentai, never had a singles match. And they are the main event
That's
for the
true.
top.
We looked this up.
Yes, and they are main event for the top prospect championship. Speaking of looking up, hey, when you send a bunch of matches to Cage Match, remember to put the winners.
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I looked like a fucking idiot. Anyways, and I haven't had time to go back through the footage to figure out who won what. Anyways, so if anybody wants to do that for me on T2T, please send me an email at goodtimeswrestlingmanager.com. Anywho, a lot of great stuff there. We got that. A lot of matches going up. Speaking of T2T, they'll be returning here not this Thursday, but next Thursday, April 6th. We'll be returning to the T2T Thursday night fights. And a lot of other great stuff. What if the real winners are the friends we made along the way? What? What the hell's happening out there?
The real winners were the fans.
We have, of course, another crazy RWA show, March to Victory, VCW's. What was it? Victory is Ours, I think it was the show this past month. Wrestling. That's wrestling. RASSSLIN. That's wrestling. And of course, a shout out to our friends at VCW are actually having a show down in Moundsville,
Well, there is a Moundsville, West Virginia.
I think it's Moundsville. It's about 20
There,
minutes
there,
south of
there,
Wheeling.
that is Moundsville.
Yeah,
Yes.
so you got Friday night, you want to get some wrestling at a bar, go down there and have some fun, all right? If you're south of the Pittsburgh, go check it out. We are sending some cameras down there, and hopefully we'll have that out in a few weeks as well. I don't know. I don't know how the show's going to go. It's one of those kind of like odd like side, house showy things. So we're just sending a guy with some cameras, and we're going to see what happens right now. Capture all the wrestling. They're like, hey, I don't think you need to film this show. I'm like, are you having a show? Are people going to be bumping? You're going to have a fucking camera. That's my philosophy here at IndyWrestling.us, because people need to watch more wrestling. Whether it's IndyWrestling.us or any of these fine other places, as long as you're supporting indie wrestling, that's what matters. As long as you're putting the YouTube on, you're sharing the matches, sharing your favorite new wrestler that might be on AEW someday, that's what's important. Watch more wrestling. That's the phrase of the day. Watch more wrestling. IndyWrestling.us. No, that's the wrong button. Looking for the button over here. There we go. WrestleMania. Do we know a main event for the first
Sorg,
night?
Real quick. Tina mentioned, and I looked up, Jenna Morasco faced Sharmell.
Mhm.
And I looked up when. It was Victory Road 2009 in TNA.
Yep.
I am not going to watch this match because I like my life too much. Just looking at the reviews. Yeah.
Dave, I don't know if you're curious. The full pay-per-view is available on YouTube.
On the official
you
channel?
You want to hear? Yeah. You want to hear the
yeah.
rest of the card? Okay. Angelina Love defeated Tara for the Knockouts Championship. Matt Morgan defeated Christopher Daniels. Abyss defeated Dr. Stevie in an ODQ match. Team 3D beat British Invasion for the IWGP Tag Titles. Jenna Morasca with Awesome Kong defeated Sharmell with Sojourner Bolt.
What?
Who I don't even remember who Sojourner Bolt is. But
The Runner?
No.
So that's Usain Bolt. I'm sorry.
That's Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember who Sojourner Bolt was. I'm going to look it up in a second. Kevin Nash beat AJ Styles for the Legends Championship. The Main Event Mafia of Booker T and Scott Steiner beat beer money for the tag team championship. Joe beat Sting in by submission, and Angle beat Foley for the TNA title in the main event.
Okay.
And yeah, Sojourner Bolt, she was just basically an Impact. Yeah. I mean, she was in some other like smaller indies, but she wasn't in like any other big televised promotion or anything.
Wow.
But yeah, so WrestleMania. And no,
WrestleMania.
as far as I know, we do not know what the night one main event is.
Wow.
Um,
Well, it was weird last
Well-
year, remember? Because we kind of said that the KO show was the main event.
well,
and it turned into a
Kevin Owens
match.
said he was the main event.
Yeah.
KO show
So-
was the main event.
Yeah,
So
which I don't know if we took that as like truth going into it or not, or just him.
we
being
could
KO.
we could hear on SmackDown.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I
I'm
guess.
presuming that Rhea and Charlotte are main eventing.
Yeah.
That's my presumption.
Yeah.
If I were them, I'd main event the tag team title match.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. That's me. I understand.
That's the
you
story.
know,
That's
we-
the most major story.
Honestly, that can main event night 2.
Yeah. At this point.
That can main event night 2.
Yeah.
Like it
Yeah,
really.
yeah.
Like honestly, Cody and Roman could go on before that, and I'd be okay with it. But yeah, I'm
I could-
presuming that match is happening, like the tag title match.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be Rhea and Charlotte, but it can only be either Rhea and Charlotte or the tag title match, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think Bianca and Asuka have a shot. at
No.
it.
No, because Rhea is the hottest woman.
Yeah.
In WWE.
Yeah. Rhea's the hottest thing going female wise in the company.
Yeah.
Right now, so.
Yeah.
Hashtag Mommy Mania.
Which is sad because I feel like Bianca's like kind of cooled off a lot. I don't know if that's by
Oh, yeah.
design with what's going on, with Rhea or what. But
The whole booking in the women's division have just been disappointing.
it's been all over the
Yep.
place. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it because NXT women's division when Hunter ran it was great.
Mm-hmm.
And he has very similar quality people. He has very similar people.
Mm-hmm.
He has
And
3 to 4
honestly,
horsewomen.
I
So
I was really upset that Candice and Mia Yim didn't win last night.
well, you kind. I mean,
I was really upset.
they're pushing. Yeah, but they're pushing.
But Chelsea and Mania,
Chelsea.
that's cool too.
Yeah, but they're pushing Chelsea and Carmella,
yeah, well,
and Carmella
they're big on
again
Carmella.
is randomly not
Oh,
yeah,
for
that's
whatever
right.
reason.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's the second week in a row. Like if it was Chelsea and Piper Niven, like it was last week, I'd be happy because I like Piper Niven.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Sonya hasn't really earned a spot on the WrestleMania roster for me.
Mhm.
Sorry, she hasn't.
So,
Like-
Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
We have Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio inducted by Conan.
Uh-huh.
Conan.
Conan,
Yeah,
the Barbarian.
Great Muda Conan, who I ran into in the bathroom at WrestleCon last year. That's my brush with greatness. It's great.
That's your
The
international.
Great Muda, inducted by Ric Flair and Stacy Keibler.
Is that confirmed that he's inducting Muda?
It's on the Wikipedia. This is according to. The
Oh, okay.
Wikipedia.
All right.
I'm going-
I hadn't heard
so
that.
let me just.
I
say-
thought it might have been Shinsuke.
Well, he announced them, so I think they presumed. So.
Oh, okay, yeah.
yeah.
I thought it might have been Shinsuke, to be honest.
Stacy Keibler, no inducted by announced yet.
I'm assuming that's Tori Wilson.
Oh yeah, I would think so.
I'm assuming that's Tori
And then
Wilson.
Jerry Lawler is going to induct Andy Kaufman, which makes complete sense. Well, it was, but in context,
Yeah.
that makes complete sense. Like, there's
I'd
no.
prefer it to be David Letterman, but that's just because I don't want Jerry Lawler.
I don't think
anymore.
David Letterman gives a shit about wrestling, so I don't
I-
know.
Jerry Lawler doesn't give a shit about wrestling. He
Well,
doesn't watch it.
He at least pretends to be a wrestler, okay? So
Yeah, but
anyways.
listen to
Well,
him
you
on
know,
the
he-
pre-show. He doesn't know anything.
No,
that's
he
going
doesn't. No, he
Oh,
doesn't.
no.
And plus,
No.
he's been having some health issues too. So, it's going to be what it is. But either way, I don't see any other. Like, it is the best choice for this, considering the circumstances. And
I've heard that there might be one more announcement.
it feels like it compared to last year, because last year we had Taker, Vader, Sharmell, Steiners, and then a Warrior Ward of Shaq Gaspar.
Yeah.
So
I've heard there's been rumors that a referee might be inducted.
okay.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a Mike Chioda or a Charles Robinson. Or
No,
maybe
no
like,
Hebner. Is Hebner already in?
Hebner's not in, but because
No.
they've never inducted a referee.
Hmm.
But I don't know what Hebner's relationship.
I
is.
don't know. I don't know how you
Yeah.
induct a referee without Hebner. To be quite
I,
honest.
yeah, I think you can.
Mm.
Yeah, I think you can. Or you could have a
Well-
posthumous for like Joey Morella or something like that. Or,
Yeah.
I don't think you can do Charles. Charles Robinson's still reffing, right?
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio's still wrestling.
Yeah,
That
but
is
that's
true,
Ray's
yes.
different though. Ray's different
But
though.
if we think Ric Flair is on the way out, Ric Flair inducting Charles Robinson.
Nate and
Yep.
Little Nate, yeah.
I mean,
Yep. And Andy Kaufman's going to induct himself.
yep,
Turns
it's
out.
the biggest long con ever. Andy Kaufman's actually been Vince McMahon this whole time. That's just the rumor.
That's why he's played by that guy on Young Rock.
Yeah.
Anyways, just think. Warrior Award recipient should be Victor Perry. Victor Perry?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Wrestling Club.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It probably won't be, but it should be.
But please elaborate.
Oh, the Victor Perry. He's a teacher in New York, I believe.
Okay.
New York City,
Yeah.
who started this group called the Wrestling Club,
Oh, yeah.
the
I've seen
after-school group.
I've
yeah.
seen videos of this. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
All right.
he's going to WrestleMania. I think he actually started training to become a wrestler too.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So
All
we could
right.
have Matt Striker 2.0 on our hands.
Nice.
But yeah, but no, he like puts out every week like matches that he's showing his kids and everything like that. Like
Nice.
I would have killed for something like this when I was in high school. Would have killed for it. Because he's showing them New Japan, he's showing them Stardom, he's showing them everything. So yeah, that like
Yeah.
And they've been like every time WWE is in New York, like they'll always have people show up to their classroom. Like I think Big E, Titus, Sasha's been there before. Like they have a lot of people show up and they always get tickets to the shows and everything. So yeah, I could see Warrior Word going to him. That'd be awesome. I think that would have been announced already, at least by him.
You
but
never know. Maybe, yeah.
Who knows? They might do it next year in Philly because it's closer to New York.
Also true. All right. Anything else, Mania? We should talk about Cena Austin Theory. I think it'll be. Fun.
I kind of want.
Hmm?
Do we have predictions? Do we want to do predictions or
I
no?
don't. I'm just happy to be here.
Okay.
That's my prediction. I'm just happy to be here.
Okay.
Like
now,
you have no idea, man.
over under. What's longer? The entrances or the match for Lesnar Omos?
Oh, the match.
Entrances.
No, the
are
match.
Longer. Yeah.
No, I think the match is gonna be longer.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Brock's entrance is not that long. Neither is Omos's.
Yeah.
Now,
Well-
if you're asking me what's going to be longer, Roman's entrance or the Brock and Omos match, it's going to be Roman's entrance.
Well, wait a minute. Remember though, Omos walks very slow.
Yeah,
I'm
but
assuming
so,
that since it's the stadium show, he's got 50, 60 yards to go.
who knows? They may pull out the card Andre style.
Get the ring card. Almost is getting the ring card.
Honestly,
Yes.
he may be starting to run out of breath by the time he gets to the ring.
Oh, come
and
on.
that's
Oh,
when
come
Brock
on. You think
takes
that guy's got?
advantage.
Come on. He's an athlete. Come on. Jeez.
Oh man. But by the way, Sorg, you need to let us know if there is a police alert that goes off when Cody's pyro goes off at Mania because people think there's gunfire.
Why? Did that happen in Dallas?
No, but I just have a feeling Cody's pyro for this main event is going.
Well,
to
let me
be
ask you.
bonkers.
I
Massive.
don't know location of the stadium. Is it close to a neighborhood, or is it?
I don't believe so.
Hold
Okay.
on. It's right in the middle of Inglewood. It's a complex where, cause I think the stadium where they're holding like Raw, SmackDown, and Stand and Deliver is like right next to it.
Okay.
The convention center is probably right there because that's where they're doing the store. So it's a big like area. So I mean,
Okay.
but you're in LA, so people are going to hear it. I mean, it's like
Right,
I hear. Listen, I'm over the hill and I hear the fireworks at PNC Park. Okay,
Right.
so like. It's gonna be a thing. SoFi Stadium, that does have a roof, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't believe it's gonna. I believe it's retractable though.
Okay, well, considering the weather, I would appreciate if they leave it. So I'm looking at this right now. I mean, there's a hospital nearby. There's an In-N-Out burger right on the corner, guys. So we are set. We are set. Oh yeah. Let's see what's going on here. The Kia Forum, which I think is probably where they're holding the other stuff.
No, the Crypto.com arena.
Oh, are they? That's downtown. Interesting.
That's
Okay.
the former Staples Center.
Yeah, former Staples Center. Yeah, that's near downtown, if I recall appropriately. I get so lost. Yeah, Crypto Arena. So wait a minute. So what are they doing at the Kia Forum? Is that
Access?
Is that the Kia Forum?
Access?
Is that the old Coliseum?
I probably.
Looks like it. That looks like. Well, no, maybe it's something else. I don't know what this is. I feel
That might just be.
Oh wait,
Access
that's
to
where I think that's where AEW was when they came to town.
Oh, okay.
I'm relatively certain that's where they were. That sounds familiar. Ooh, Slayer's going to play there. Apparently.
Well, let me ask you, because right now on Wikipedia they have 6 matches for night 1.
Mm-hmm.
Only the Cody Roman match for night 2.
What the fuck?
Are we assuming the rest of the matches that they haven't announced tonight are going to match 2?
Sure.
No, I think it's just what's confirmed and what's assumed.
Right. No, I understand that, but
Yeah.
since they already have 6 of 13 confirmed for night 1.
Mm-hmm.
I can imagine them putting a bunch of filler matches in night 2. So
I
the
personally
Cody
don't think
Roman looks big.
I personally do not think that both women's title matches are going to be on night 1.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think they're going to have 1-on-1.
It could be. We could do also a funky thing where, they do the women's match and then, there's a title match the next day with the winner of the 4-way or something, like they did last year. Like, they may announce that.
I doubt it because Liv is supposed to be at Access during WrestleMania on Saturday, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I could see them having the showcase matches being on Sunday.
So
Yeah.
I mean, listen, one thing,
make the rest of the card a little softer to really punch.
They have not been overbooking the 2-night Manias. Like last year was a pretty tight, maybe 8 matches each night, right?
I can see 7 a night, and I could see one more match being added with Lashley somehow.
Yeah. We're at 6s and 7s.
Oh, we can
right
add
now.
a Lashley LA Knight match real easy.
Oh, sure.
Based on what happened on SmackDown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also
Because SmackDown has the Dre, so
yeah, what?
the Dre,
Oh, the Andre. Yeah.
the Dre.
Now, we talked briefly on the pre-show about why they would have that not on the pre-show match.
Mm-hmm.
Why they're, first of all, I agree with everyone. An hour and a half, 2-hour pre-show each night with no matches is ridiculous.
So stupid.
It made sense when it was a pay-per-view and that was the free show.
Well,
that you
it
would
also
watch.
made
That made
sense when you had 3 matches on the pre-show.
Right. The
Made
only
sense,
thing
right.
but the only reason I think they may not want to have any matches on the pre-show is they don't want to have a match in front of 2,000 people in a massive stadium.
Yeah.
Oh.
May I?
Yeah.
May I?
Yeah, sure.
How many people watched Super Bowl this year?
A lot.
How long was the pre-show for the Super Bowl?
8 hours.
Right. This is wrestling
Sorg.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
But Sorg,
Yes.
the Super Bowl is a touch different because you don't know who's going to win.
Okay.
Really? Are you
Whoa,
sure?
Whoa.
Are you
Why
sure?
is that a factor? The whole point is you talk about this, you talk up the event.
No, but what I'm saying is there's a lot more...
And Mike, you have more time for ads.
Yeah, but this is Peacock.
Yeah?
Yeah, we still see
that
it.
runs ads.
Yeah. Sorg, they ain't paying Super Bowl money for ads.
No, but the
No.
more time, the more ads you put in, the more money you make. And they're all about that hype train, and they're all about stick around, and you're
But who watches the WrestleMania pre-show?
the people.
Nobody.
No. The people that have a
Nobody watches.
Whoa, the people that have a WrestleMania party and just have the shit on while everybody's rolling in. It's not attention television, Mike. Nobody's sitting there like fucking this on the
But
on the
Super Bowl
pre-show.
pre-show is attention television.
Okay, is it, or is it just
Yeah,
the thing
it
that,
absolutely is, Sorg.
I haven't watched it, so or is it just the thing that the push more ads because you're like, well, we took over your entire block of 12 hours on a Sunday to sell all the key ads that you want.
But
No,
it's
I also
different because the
wonder-
Super Bowl is on actual TV.
Yes,
It's not on a
question-
streaming service.
Well, the thing is, how much is Peacock paying WWE for that 2-hour pre-show just so they have 2 hours of programming that isn't?
It's part of all.
No,
Peacock wants as much. Peacock wants as much live programming.
Exactly.
Period.
Because honestly, I mean,
So I was gonna say, Peacock does not stream something 24 hours.
No.
right, that's what I'm saying.
That's
That's
the
what I'm
thing.
saying,
But
because-
It's not
still,
like it's-
Mike, the most fucking valuable thing in television today is live.
Mhm.
Period. It
Yeah.
doesn't matter what the fuck it is. They want live, live, live. That's why they paid so much money for WWE. Because that's the most valuable thing in a day where we DVR everything.
Yeah.
Right? That is
Yeah, but I would think
for
you'd want actual
attention,
viewers
for
too.
Twitter. It doesn't matter. It's free. It's on. People will tune in. Not as many people as the damn main event, but enough people to matter to them and their bottom line. That's why we have a pre-show.
Also, Peacock can then say, "This is," even if they
Oh,
get, like
yeah.
you said, they can go to their investors
Yes.
at NBC
This will
Universal
be
and
the
say, blah, blah,
most
blah, blah, blah.
watched. This will be the most watched WrestleMania. Period. Because everything is the most watched. Because everything's come back from COVID. Everything's hot again. The storylines are better than they ever have been. People have more attention than ever before on this right now. And there will be a not insignificant number of people that will have this on in a bar at a party, or that super wrestling nerd that has a podcast that's over 40 years old just sitting there watching it. I'm getting ahead of the comments on YouTube.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, anyways, all right, we got that conversation out of the way. Guys,
Okay.
you know what makes everything better? You know what heals hurt feelings after Mayhem Mania and a hot discussion with Mad Mike on the Wrestling Mayhem Show? Rub some pepperoni on it. Slice on Broadway, New York City style. Yins are made. Beachview, Carnegie, East End, North Hills. And I went and hugged the Southside Works location the other night. Go check them out. Our good friend SliceOnBroadway.com. We are going to come back, and we are going to look at, I don't even know what the break is right now. We'll probably not use all this. I'm going to make this at least a little different. I have not refreshed the matches, but fuck it. We will be right back. We're going to find out who is in the Supercard for Mayhem Mania and NXT's Deliver and Stand with the rest of them. We will be right back after I find where the button is.
No, you're talking about the Remix Riot division, a division that's defined by Aaron Draven, a guy that has bled for that title plenty of times. And we talk about roles. Derek Dillinger is on one. This guy is collecting belts. This guy's collecting bodies. If I'm Aaron Draven, this is the last guy I want to get into a war with.
This crowd has no love for Derek Dillinger whatsoever.
When you first see your blood in a match like this, what does it feel like?
There's no holds barred. Everything's legal, so there really is no shortcuts.
And the crowd already letting Derek Dillinger know he's number one. We'll just say that. Draven has him. Oh my goodness! And he just kept it there for a second. Dillinger now rolls him. Answer. He misses. Ow. Draven now suicide dive. And right on the hardest part of the ring.
Tower of London.
Oh my God! Tower of London.
Win, lose, surrender. As I've said earlier, neither man has walked out of this match the same.
And that young lady right there, the walking rage herself, Scarlett, the ultra-talented and the ultra-competitive Queen Amanada. In slight height advantage over Amanada.
You don't want to challenge the toughness
of another person like this. I don't know if anybody wants to play mind games.
Oh, that kick,
man.
my goodness. I think the hate within her heart kicked out there. Wow.
Big time impact center ring.
Her head smacked against the apron through the ropes.
Fisherman's Buster.
Beautifully executed. Aggression
Diving hit
to one person.
miscue.
Heel kicks, calf kicks.
And I believe Scarlett has been
She's
knocked
out.
Scarlett would not tap.
And one thing about HL Supreme, the man heals faster than Wolverine. You are looking at one fine specimen right there, trained out of Hayabusa, Japan. But it's Scotty Too Hottie! He's now taking the baby. Wow! Scotty Too Hottie making his way to the ring. HL Supreme is no joke. That's how the worm, and kick to the midsection. The squared circle is being dominated by HL Supreme. Throws him, and that shoulder hitting off the steel beam. And now he is just stretching. And now, the one known as the Worm coming back here. Here comes Scotty Too Hottie off the ropes. Has him. Oh, Bulldog. Wait a minute. This crowd's about to go electric here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Worm. 1, 2.
It is the Wrestling Mayhem show here with the clipper of all things Sorg, Dave Profbod partner of the iPhonography podcast, AO, and of course, Mad Mike, pontificator of mad things.
Anymore, and we'll get sued.
But right now it is time for Mayhem Mania, the wrap up. We have our super card. We had everything that graduated last week, and then we had a poll for the final 2 slots of the 8-match super card. So let's go through. Let me make sure I'm in the right order. And, I need to pull up the thing so I can see who made every match. So give me that. Katie, we gave her the time off. She did so well. We gave her the week off. She's rest up so she can come to WrestleMania. That was her. That was our gift to her for her going through this. It was like, and you'll go to WrestleMania. So, what is the
Katie
card?
did a great job.
She did.
Katie did a great job.
She did.
As the mistress of mayhem.
Please tweet her at KDutters on Twitter and ask her. Please come back. Let her know what she thought of her, how she did on Mayhem Mania, since we're doing it now, and the wrap up and everything. So, what made it? Of course, we have our matches that were already graduated. First of all, we have Bull Nakano versus Rhea Ripley. That was created by Tina Keys. Fantastic.
That match would slap.
That's amazing, right? Next up, we do have Gunther versus Asuka, which has become a submission or KO match that was originally created by Team Hammerfist, who I think may have also added that stipulation.
I believe so.
Yes. And then, of course, we have the sure-to-be match classic, R-Truth versus Stone Cold Steve Austin. We also have couples explode once again, even though half of this isn't making the WrestleMania. Johnny Gargano and Candice LeRae against Corey Graves and Carmella.
3/4 of it aren't making it to WrestleMania.
Yeah, actually, wait, 3/4? Oh yeah, Gargano.
Only Corey's on the card.
Gargano's at least on Stand and Deliver, so there's that.
That's
at least,
true.
right? So, then we also have, as I check my notes, graduated last week. This one was created by Mad Mike and had an additional stipulation added to it. WLC. You're welcome, Alex Cars. The Usos versus the Creed brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Alex Cars privately messaged me and said he believes he owes me one.
Mm-hmm.
And Alex, I will collect.
Well, actually, Alex in chat said this is a public thank you to Mad Mike for keeping the WLC dream alive.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But he did say privately he thinks he owes me one. And guess what? You fucking do. And I'll collect.
Fantastic.
I'll collect. Just wait till next year.
Yeah, let's see. Where was I at? Tina Keys also made, where's this at? Miko Satomura versus Charlotte. That would be a banger, too. That would be a banger. That is an underappreciated match right there. And I believe these matches were the vote getters on the poll. I believe this was the top one here. And that would be the Firefly Funhouse match with Mei Ying, who people know now as Wendy Chu, and Prince Devitt, also known as Finn Balor, in the full paint. So that was originally created by... That was originally created by Christian Noir. Shit. Oh, we need to tell Christian that's his thing.
I did make it a Firefly Funhouse match, though.
Yes, you did make it a Firefly Funhouse, yes. And the last one, the second place in the vote getting, thankfully, because it was like a three-way tie under this that nobody voted up again to make it a tie for me to try to figure that out. Becky Lynch versus Bayley versus Trish Stratus versus Lita, which was made again by Mad Mike. Mad Mike is like, are you the biggest matchmaker of this session? I think Tina.
Hey,
wait, Tina has 2 as well, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's 2.
Hey, you know what?
Butters, I have
I'm
one
just
in
gonna
here.
say
Hammer
those
Fist.
matches I made were from Patreon in the bank, baby. So it pays to pay.
That's right. That's right. Remember that for next year, of course, we will, of course, make it bigger and better, as we always try to do. It was a little bit of a reset year for us.
I'm still going to donate $37.
Yes, there you go.
I'm just going to do it in the privacy of not this podcast.
Okay.
So that I don't make a mistake.
Yeah, don't do it during the show.
Yeah,
That's when I usually screw up too. Don't book your card
Yeah.
during a show. Don't do
Nope.
don't try to answer promoter messages during the show.
Mhm.
It just, that's where bad stuff happens, you know.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, we really said the tag match is nice, but we'd rather just have them face each other. Lol.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with that. As
Because
well.
then we can have an actual tag team title match.
Yeah, so we're talking about the Becky, Bayley, Trish, and Lita, of course. So
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm just
it
clarifying
frees up-
because we've been bouncing kind of back and forth. So
frees up
it is funny. I'm super stickler for trying to clarify things on the show, but when I'm talking with my own wife, she has no idea what I'm talking about from time to time because I just kind of bounce out of my head into conversation that I've been having in my head. Anyways, if I don't have a microphone in front of my head or production equipment in front of me, my brain shuts down, basically. In communications. So what was I going to do? Oh, so first of all, I want to give a shout out, of course, our friends at AAW and Warrior Wrestling went on a little bit of a loop this weekend, helping out with streaming with AAW's 19th anniversary event. Joe Dombrowski was along in the car for this one, so it was good to catch up with him. With things going on, and
Did you ask Joe what song he would sing with Minoru Suzuki?
Oh, I think I did. What did he say?
Was it the DX rock rap?
No. I think we settled on the Titanic song.
Okay.
Because he's been singing that in the car a lot lately. Ask AJ Alexander about it. So yeah, no, I think he'd be rocking some Celine Dion with Minoru Suzuki. But anyways,
Do you think you would have Suzuki lift him up like I'm the king of the world?
I think he would try. Yes, he would try to make
Okay.
that happen. Yes. So shout outs to them. Fantastic match. I want to bring up a guy that you guys should know about. His name is the Thrill Billy. I'm gonna see if I can pull him up here.
Oh boy.
He took on Mance Warner. They played the promo before his match. And is his name Silas? Is that it? And I understand he's playing Terry Gordy in the Von Erichs movie.
Oh, really?
Yes. And he had a knockdown, drag out hillbilly fight with Mance Warner. But Mike, are you familiar with old Mancer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
he was also on AEW too.
Mance was on AEW. That's right. He is, and man, he was so great on there, but does not do justice to see him on on Indies with the full Common Man introduction.
Mm-hmm.
He waits until the pickup, like a minute in. And Patrick that produces over there, and I had a chance to do it last show. The fades, the waving, is so much fun to play with on that introduction.
Hold on, Sorg,
yes.
Just a quick side note.
Mm-hmm.
So I just looked up the movie The Iron Claw about the Von Erichs that's slated to come out.
Yes.
MJF is in it as Lance Von Erich. As we know.
Yes, I saw that come up today.
Chavo Guerrero is playing the original Sheik.
What the hell?
And Ryan Nemeth is playing Gino Hernandez.
Fantastic.
Oh my God! They have someone playing Michael Hayes. Hold on, I'm gonna look and see what this motherfucker's
All right.
done.
In the meantime, if you're on video, this is actually from his Instagram. This is actually one of him throwing Mancer in a move that I think is called the Flat Earth. So I think his Mancer looked like Oh my God,
that sounds about right.
Yeah, there
right.
it goes. Oh, they finished this match, and at the end, they're laying in the ring, like pinfall. Mance wins. They're laying in the ring. They ask them to bring them a microphone. One of the video guys comes into the ring to shoot down on them in the ring because they're not moving, and we're in like this bar, right? That's one of the three venues that they're in there, and they both cut a promo about how badass each other is while lying down still because they're so beat up they can't move until somebody brings them a beer. So it was a most Mance match. Thrill Billy, Silas. Hold on, I'll get the name for you here real quick so you guys can all look him up. Thrill Billy, Silas Mason. He's actually a part of NWA. So you can probably see him over there on YouTube if you want to see more of him. Dude, he's this promo. He's got the wild eyes. He looks like he's straight out of the '80s, dude. And just fucking check him out. That was the big find of the weekend. Also shout out to you can actually see Warrior Wrestling 29. I believe we streamed it live on YouTube, so it was completely free. And that should be, I think, still on there as of this recording. I know it was maybe this morning I might have seen it. If not last night, it might still be on there. I do not know how long it's going to be up there. But this also has, now it does have a Vikingo match, but because it was a free stream, we were not allowed to show it. I don't know what the deal is with AAA and everything. I know we've had it on the pay-per-views before and everything, right? But this is a really good match. You can watch Joe Dabrowski running like a scared Joe. I would say one of the matches that really stuck out for this one was definitely the Brian Cage and Zachary Wentz match. Really kind of stuck out for me. Let me see if I can find something where people are actually doing something. There's nope, this is not working. Also, Max and Warhorse were a pretty fantastic one that went into the ring. There was a fellow dressed up as Hulk Hogan in the crowd. And at one point, and maybe you've seen the tweets of Johnny Warrior, you know who I'm talking about, one John Morrison, He goes out and dons the Hulk Hogan gear and does a full Hulk Hogan finish. So that was pretty damn. He hulked out. He Johnny'd up. He worried up. So he's Johnny Hogan for the night momentarily.
He
Johnny'd up. Yes. The only thing I'm wishing is, and also shout outs to Jendo and Harcam Frio on cameras out there. It was great to get Frio on there. He worked with us in Grand Rapids. He's out of Detroit area, and he's got a great YouTube channel with a lot of the horror slam and a lot of the death match and stuff that's happening in Detroit. So that kid works his ass off for pro wrestling. So please give him a follow there over on YouTube and over on Twitter. A lot of great stuff. Great crowd there. I understand Grand Rapids is not a town that gets a lot of wrestling outside of like the main stuff. Obviously WWE goes there. AEW's been going there recently. So like they don't get like nice indie shows where they can actually like go and meet the wrestlers like Johnny and Beastman and Vikingo and Top Flight and everything like that, right? So pretty incredible bring that to this. It was at a great Catholic high school up there. It treated us fantastic. So go check that out. It's on their YouTube again. And full show. And when we got to the Vikingo match, it was him, Strange Aries from MLW, and Gringo Loco actually cashed in hit for the Lucha Championship in the middle of the match, turning into a three-way. We were a good discussion we were having. Dabrowski and Bocchini, we're all talking about how you're not supposed to call everything when you're a ring announcer or not a ring announcer, a commentator in wrestling. But then you go to this radio idea, and I guess there was something in WWE back in the day where like Gorilla and like Bobby or somebody like would do a radio WWE during the pay-per-views or something you could tune into or something like that, right? So they said it was pretty interesting because they did have to over-explain everything, and of course they're over-explaining a lucha match, so which was probably an extra challenge. But of course, between Joe being the AAA English announcer and Bocchini, of course, knowing some of these guys from MLW for a few years here, they were the right ones for the job. So go check that out. It's free, and AAW is over on the High Spots Network. If you go subscribe to that, the AAW shows are pretty good, and Jake Something's a champion over there. I say Mance Warner was on that. Mike Bennett was a part of it in a double dog collar match, teaming with Levi Everett, the Amish fellow that we've been talking about on the show here and there. So shouts for that. So this week, as Tina was talking about so much indie wrestling, first of all, I would like to direct your attention to Phil Stamper's Twitter account. If you don't know Phil, great guy. I got to work with him a little bit when Frost and Benjamin did Wrestle Pit here in town last year, and somebody has already been on my radar because he does these great. If you follow him, he'll do these tweets every week of what shows are coming up this weekend. In the last few years, he's been doing Mania schedule. So here are all of your non-WWE wrestling shows this weekend, including Ring of Honor, including the Impact and WrestleCon and everything like that. This is not the craziest looking one. I feel like Dallas was crazier. Okay?
Yeah, I think so. I think even New Orleans might have been a little crazier.
Maybe. I think it's just hard. I think it's just more expensive. Like as it is, I know of 2 shows that were on the table that didn't happen. So I was supposed to be part of one of them. So I am debating Wednesday night when I get in, am I going to Micromania, Violence, Cross, Suffering, or Relentless? First of all,
Sorg, I think you know the answer.
I think I know the answer to it. Of course, the collective.
Besides, one's definitely going to be a shorter show.
Mike, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. You son of a bitch. Thrillbilly's manager is Pollo Del Mar. Is that who I think it is? Is that?
I believe so.
Hold on. Pollo was an announcer. They were an announcer, and I'm sorry, I'm not super familiar to know the pronouns and such. Del Mar. I just want to make sure if this is who I'm thinking it was. They were on like the pre-show or something for the GCW Hammerstein show. Yep, that's who I thought it was. Wait, so Thrillbilly is, and I believe I have this right. Forgive me. I believe a crossdresser No, not a question. Drag queen. Yeah, thank you. Sorry, it's late. So the Hill Thrillbilly is managed by this. That is fantastic, and I need to see this. They were fantastic on a lot of fun on that pre-show, and I haven't seen much from them since. So I'll have to put that on my ever-expanding watch list. Okay, what else is going on? Like, should we? What do you want to know about this? Like, what you want to know? The high points, Mike, of things to look out for, probably.
Oh yeah, what do you think are going to be the biggest takeaway matches?
Well, if you're going to talk about collective, the things that I hear, I know Jen Doe I talked to this week, and what she's excited to see, and like shows that she's like, I need to go to this one. I don't care if you want me to work another show, kind of stuff. Bloodsport is one with the collective, and these,
Moxley's going to be at that one.
And I believe those are all going to be Fight Plus. So if you pay for Fight Plus, it's going to be a lot easier to watch a lot of stuff this year. So that's going to be there. Effie's Gay Brunch is one that I know that we were sad that the girls are getting in too late to see on Saturday. Gringo Loco's World on Lucha is probably going to be a good one. Gringo's a great dude, and if he's bringing the Lucha, I just saw this Empire Wrestling Federation, Jake the Snake's flirting with Venom. I don't know anything but the title on that one, so what the hell. Mark Hitchcock Memorial was always really good. Well, I experienced one of them. I produced the one last year. I will not be doing anything at WrestleCon's wrestling room in the ballroom or theater or whatever it is. So that I'm not going to be involved in that. New Japan Cross Impact I know is happening, and that's one to look at. That's going to be on pay-per-view exclusively on Fight.
They're going to be crowning a new Impact champion.
Oh, yeah, because we had the injuries.
Because Josh Alexander.
And Mickey James also got injured as champion. So there's that. Caribbean Wrestling, Mark Hitchcock Memorial, what was I at? Coast to Coast, Compton Mania. That sounds fun. Wait. The venue is Can-Am Dental.
Sponsored by Britt Baker.
Maybe. For the Culture is always a good show to look out for. There's one called Wrestling Pro Wrestling. Thursday at 8:30, and not all of these are going to be streamed, obviously. Like especially some of these kind of smaller ones. DDT is going to be represented, the Japanese promotion. That would be worthwhile. That's going to be part of the collective, and they're going to do a GCW versus DDT. So I'd probably watch those out. It might be good to sign up for Fight Plus. It's only like $8, and even if you just sign up for the month to see like all the WrestleMania stuff, that might be worthwhile. Or just stay tuned to Twitter, because let's be honest. Let's see. Evans Big Gay Brunch is Saturday morning at 11 a.m. All these times are Pacific, by the way. So you might have some late nights ahead of you if you're going to check some of these out. I will. So here's Sorg's schedule. I have been tapped to participate. Not participate. That's not the right word.
Sorg. Sorg. Do you know who's at Micromania?
No.
Max Mini versus Octagon Cita.
Ooh.
I found a site on Voices of Wrestling where it's every match listed.
By the way, that reminds me, this has nothing to do with WrestleMania weekend, but there's a match that I need to show you. Hopefully I can. I gotta see if it's public. I was showing the graphic and I don't know if it's public yet. But there is a unknown dream match about to happen at MLW. So
okay.
But we'll after this segment I'll look it up.
Sorg at Relentless Wrestling. There's a match called Team Slim Jim versus Thrussie.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yes.
Which I'm assuming is a thruple. It will. Bussy.
Yes. I forget who the third one is. Somebody was just telling me about it.
Dark Sheik.
Dark Sheik with Effie and Ali Catch.
Allie. Yeah.
I might have to end up doing that one. Oh, okay. All right. We'll see where we're going. Is that where?
And Davey Richards versus TJP versus Tom Lawler versus TBA.
Yes.
I don't know who TBA is, but he sounds great. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Who knows? It could be Moxley.
So
who the fuck knows?
I will be a part of, and I need to throw the graphic up here. Circle 6. I'll get to that. I will be behind production and actually have the gear in my bag over there that will be running the FTR session. That's going to be streaming on Fight. I think that's going to be part of Fight Plus as well. I'm doing Mitzvah Mania on Sunday. which is going to have Victoria, QT Marshall, and a couple New Japan guys, Chris Masters, who called me a redneck that one time. So we'll be filming that. That will not be live, so keep an eye out. The Second Wrestling out of Chicago is producing that show. And I've only had email correspondence with them, so I'm looking forward to meeting them. So it'll be weird.
Yo, sorry, Bloodsport has Josh Barnett versus Timothy Thatcher.
And hello, I think I'm getting
Jesus.
I am going to sleep to the sweet sounds of Fight Plus this weekend, apparently.
And
I am
Marina
not-
Shafir versus Killer Kelly.
And
which
listen,
could be awesome.
I am very clear. I am not the biggest of GCW fans, but some of the collective stuff's pretty fucking baller. So I'll just go with that.
And United Empire versus Time Machine
Oh shit.
on the Mark Hitchcock Memorial Super Show.
Oh my.
Oh shit! Ultimo Dragon's wrestling on that.
Yeah.
That's wild.
When I did it last year, we had like Bret Hart and I think like Suzuki and Timothy Thatcher on that show, and they bled everywhere. No. It was it Suzuki? Who was the one? Loney Orkin was on the show and bled everywhere. I think he was taking on Suzuki. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I met Timothy Thatcher and didn't know it was him because he was shadowed in the lights in front of me asking me about music. And I'm like, "Who are you, sir?" He's like, "I'm Timothy Thatcher, mate." I'm just like, "Oh, hello." I didn't recognize your silhouette there. And we laughed, and with his non-teethy grin. Oh fuck, Biff Music. Thank you. I forgot his indie name. Oh, I need to pull up this card because Mike, Circle 6. I got to work with those guys when they did their first IWTV fight loop in Detroit and Philly. So I know I'm in for some shit. I am in for
Impact
something.
Impact in New Japan has Moose versus Jeff Cobb.
Jeez. Fuck. Okay.
And Kenta versus Suzuki.
Mike, work with me here. So I'm gonna.
Sorry, I'm just.
All right,
I'm reading all these matches. I'm just like.
Hold this for a second because
bored
I
by
have
what's
something for
going
you.
on.
I want you to hear this.
Yes.
So this is gonna be free on YouTube. Circle 6 is doing their lineup. I'm gonna be there. I believe I'm gonna be there Thursday afternoon, and I'm gonna be there most of the day Friday with these guys. So here's what we have: Queer Punk Outlaws at 2, Lindsay Snow's Kaiju Cannabis Cup, and I think I'm gonna be checking out in the middle of Vinny Massaro's Pro Wrestling Combine. Mike, do you remember who Vinny Massaro is?
Oh yeah. I saw his event pop up on here. Yeah, Vinny Massaro, our beloved pizza boy from Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm. And so these are the matches I'm missing. Or the shows I'm missing. And these are like hour blocks. It's interesting how they're doing this. Mama Koger's Delicate Flowers. Apparently Mama Koger of Atticus and Otis is booking the show. And the pictures, the match pictures of them are like them as children. So, and I don't know how familiar you are with Atticus and Otis there, Mike, but they're interesting. Our friend Gregor Iron is having a podcast at 7. And I did confirm that I will have a pass, Mike, to be able to come back and witness Minoru Suzuki's karaoke jam at 11 p.m. Pacific time.
Yes, Sorg.
So I'm thinking,
my
do
God.
I get sleep and save money on an Uber, or do I go back to Hollywood? And of course, I got the hotel in the wrong part of town. Before I got this booking. Friday is Jake Chris Firestarters. Zachary Wentz's Treehouses of Dreams. There's something called AJ Gray's Power Hour. No Peace Underground, who typically...
AJ Gray's Power Hour has Jacob Fatu versus Big Damo.
Oh, thank you. I've been having trouble finding matches for these things.
Oh, I'll send you this link. Sorg.
Okay.
I'll send you this link.
Oh, is this that giant link that I put in there?
It's from Voices of Wrestling.
Oh, I think I had a figure 4 one.
I put it in.
Okay.
I just put it in the Mayhem show.
We have No Peace
whatever.
Underground, which last night I did a co-promoted. The first deathmatch show I did was a No Peace Underground co-promotion in Detroit, so I know what to expect there. Thankfully I'm behind production on that. Clockwork Orange House of Doom SVN. I don't know what that is. Knucklehead Year 1. I think I'm only there until 6:30, so I don't think I'm doing that. And I believe I will be attending at another venue. I will be behind the camera for our good friend P-Samp. Personal request because he needed more Yinzer representation at his show. I will be.
I saw his tweet on this. That's amazing.
I will be a part of behind the camera of New Fear Series Murder Mania Deathmatch Art Party, a no-ring deathmatch show. And you know how I feel. You know how I feel.
Boy,
you know how I'm. I mean, I appreciate.
Scotch guard your equipment, Sorg.
What?
Scotch guard your equipment.
Oh, I ain't using my shit. I'm using his shit. None of my shit.
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm only using my equipment for the FTR thing and the Mitzvah Mania. And I don't know what happens at Mitzvah Mania, but I don't think it gets sloppy. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I'm sure everyone there is a big old mensch.
Okay.
Ziggy Hyman would be proud of me for that one.
Don't tag him in this clip, Dave.
What?
And we haven't even mentioned ROH. At some point, I need to buy the ROH pay-per-view to watch it. So yeah, I will be in danger on Friday. Oh shit, I need to find safety glasses and stuff. I have gloves. I got my gloves. Yeah.
Murder Mania. The only match announced is Dominic De Niro versus Juicy Finale, who I don't know who that is.
And he sent me a match to kind of like to prep for this thing, and it's it's Valentine Casanova against Tony Nese. I clipped through it a little bit. I need to sit down and watch it still, but I was just like, Tony fucking Nese the death match? What the fuck?
Hey, I mean, you know.
So
Jesus.
that's gonna be, to my knowledge, it's gonna be a post edit on the Murder Mania, so you won't be seeing me. Listen, I've been in danger before. I've been in death matches. I've produced death match, but I have never been.
You should be careful. Psycho Clown is in the area.
Yes, and I'll be very aware, and I'm pretty sure he won't be at Mitzvah Mania, but I'm not 100%.
Do you want to know what's scheduled for Mitzvah Mania?
Tell me, Mike. Tell the people out there. Actually, I don't know actual matches. Actually,
I have a couple matches here. Billy Starks versus Brooke Havoc. Jack Cartwheel versus Royce Isaacs. I'm not sure.
Jack Cartwheel.
You get Jack Cartwheel.
And Royce Isaacs, I believe, is a New Japan guy.
Okay, now I don't know if this is the same person, but Sorg, do you watch the What Culture Wrestling stuff?
Yeah, I think I did. Wait. Where'd you send the link so I can pull this up?
Yeah. Simon Miller.
No. Where'd you put the link?
I think
where'd you put the link?
in the Mayhem Show Slack.
Thank you. Okay, go ahead.
But Simon Miller is at Mitzvah Mania.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's the same Simon Miller from What Culture Wrestling. So.
Oh,
that's good.
Wait. With the website? I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying for the culture, and I'm like,
no.
Yeah, I know some people from there. You know, I just.
No, but like, apparently Simon Miller looks like he's going to be wrestling at Mitzvah Mania in an 8-man tag with Gal Barclay, Zebediah Saint, Bodie Young Prodigy versus Brian Zane, Robert Baines, David Dutra, and Ari Sampson.
I don't think I'm getting in there in time, but I'm pretty sure Joe Dombrowski is going to be on one of these shows.
And Colt Cabana is supposed to be there. QT Marshall is supposed to be there. And Kid Bandit is in a Scramble pre-show match.
There's I love this list you gave me has like all the non-wrestling things too. Like
I told you this list is good.
Like, I'm looking at this like somebody, the author of Ringmaster, Vince McMahon and the Unmaking of America launch party for a book at a wrestling weekend. Wow, this is pretty crazy. JTG versus Zicky Dice on Relentless Wrestling. I might have to go to this. They have Davey Richards listed on this show. I don't think that's going to happen anymore because I think
probably
he's been
not.
pulled
No,
from everything else.
Probably not.
Santino Brothers, California Love. I love they embed the fight viewer on here too. Crimson Crown Wrestling. I know that.
I love how the most star-studded event listed on here is Wale Mania.
Yeah, because
Wale Mania. I'm just looking at the people who are going to be at this. I'm like, Jesus, that's like. If I get to do a Mania weekend, I want to try to get to Wale.
Where's Wale Mania? Because
it's all the way. It's sort of the bottom. It's after the WrestleMania card.
Oh, it's after the WrestleMania card. Okay,
Yeah.
because I thought I heard rumors. Or what did they announce something?
But like Hit Row's gonna be there, Britt Baker's gonna be there,
Oh
the
shit!
Embassy,
Oh
Jade
shit!
Cargill,
We don't give a fuck.
the Usos, Solo Sikoa.
I love it.
Hey, your
I love
favorite
it.
Sorg, Idris Enofe. He's gonna be there.
Oh, motherfucker!
Trisha Dora, Ricochet,
Wow.
Ricky Starks.
Jake Christ and Brian Kendrick on that fire starters. Tyler Bateman and Adam Brooks. Sonico versus Mr. Iguana. He thinks he's an iguana. It's fantastic. He has a little iguana puppet as well. We've seen him at a Warrior. Jeez, this is. Oh my God, this is fantastic.
But Wale Mania looks dope as hell.
AJ Gray and Jake something.
Oh my
at
God!
Power Hour.
Oh my God! I'm just looking. Wale Mania is $20 to get in.
You won't be able to get in. You won't be able to get in. There's no way.
It's general admission.
It's a cover charge, is what it is. That's gonna be stupid. There's gonna be a line. It's gonna be stupid. Fuck.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun though.
It's gonna be amazingly stupid. Don't buy a drink there. Holy shit.
Tina said Rev would talk about Wale Mania on Coffee with Rev.
He did, yeah.
Bet he would.
He went. I think he went last year or the year before or something.
Honestly, now that's my goal for WrestleMania next year. I want to go to Wale
Mania. Oh, I'm hoping
that's what I want to do. I don't even want to go to WrestleMania. I want to go to Wale Mania.
I mean, you could
that
just
sounds
do
great.
all the stuff, you know? I mean, hold on.
Well,
I'm finally,
I don't know if I'd be able to do all the stuff.
Jeez.
Gotta make that money somehow, Sorg.
Barroom Blitz Circle 6. Jeez. Who's Video Massaro versus Rob Shit? Wow.
There's a lot going
Mitzvah-mania.
on.
I didn't even shout. Hey, shout out to WrestleRex, by the way. Because WrestleRex is a great safe place for me to get completely sloshed and watch my friends wrestle. I don't know if you saw the clips, but we Frost and Benjamin against Palace and Katie.
Oh, I saw the clip of their new finish.
Yeah,
It looked like it was straight out fucking Ready to Rumble, and I loved it.
Matt Justice jumping off of the balcony onto Beastman after having a run-in, apparently with both the promoter and maybe somebody's dad. So it was fucking wild, and it was great. I actually got to bullshit with our friends from Enjoy Wrestling most of the night. I actually met the video guy from Enjoy Wrestling. So of course we had a long conversation about things. And once I get about 6, 7, 8 beers deep, I will tell you exactly what I think about Pittsburgh Pro Wrestling, apparently. So I'm waiting for that one to bite me back. Anyways, it was really good. Like, that's one thing I love seeing is something like that. Like, literally, I'm in a building where Sam Adonis is running the show, and there's 2 other promoters involved in the show, and another promoter bought a ticket to go drink and watch it. Like, that's fucking that's the Pittsburgh wrestling that I love, right? And there was barely anybody brought in for the show. The only people really brought in were like Matt Justice and Derek Dillinger from Cleveland, right? I am trying to think. Almost everybody else on that show was relatively Pittsburgh based. And there were no slouches on there. You know, you had MV, you had Shane and Britt and Palace and Katie Arquette. You had Beastman on the show. You had Justice. You had Facade on the show. Who did you take on? It was just a fantastic, solid show. It was a showcase for Pittsburgh wrestling and a good night on the South Side, which has been really sketchy lately. So I just want to give a big shout out to that and a big post happy birthday to the Rev. Got to catch up with him over the weekend too when I got back. So and show some videos. We'll talk about that on Patreon. Sorry, this is the everything. This is and again, I feel like I don't know if I'm trying to recreate the wheel, but I just WrestleMania last year for me was best wrestle week ever, and it really kind of jump started best wrestle year ever for me. So I'm really excited to be there. I'm as you know, I've said this before. I'm probably going to be just excited doing the shows this week as I am going to do RWA in West Newton or VCW in West Virginia or drinking in the back of WrestleRex. This is fucking what I live for right now, and I'm excited to get out there and see some people and have some new experiences with somebody that's doing some crazy shit. Like I say about the Gathering of Juggalos, sometimes you just got to see some fucked up shit, and I think I'm in line for that this week. And sometimes you need to film some fucked up shit to really appreciate your life. And that is going to be...
I cannot wait to hear your stories about the no-ring death match.
Well, and also, I have no less than 2 wrestlers about half talked into going to the Gathering of Juggalos with me in July. So,
Oh, Jesus.
and I'm already turning down bookings to go to SummerSlam. I don't give a fuck right now. Sorg's going to do what Sorg wants. Sorg is not pulling any punches for shit, and we're going to work our ass off the rest of the weeks. But I got 3 things I got 3 tent poles right now, and it's only because SummerSlam's in Detroit. And I was just in Michigan, dude. It is not far. There's no fucking reason for me to not go. And we'll see what happens when I get out there. There's no fucking reason not to go for me. It's going to be a lot cheaper than this, and I practically have a timeshare up there. So, and we can visit the giant penis that we showed Joe Dabrowski over the weekend. That is really weird out of context, I realize, but you're going to have to look at our Twitters to figure what that's about. Partner, you've been quiet for a while.
Well, I didn't have that much to interject, so I kind of let you do your thing.
Sitting back and learning, I understand.
Exactly.
Oh, that's why I looked up to see if I can find what some of these matches were. I'm like, there's a lot of shows. Let's see if I can see matches that just piqued my curiosity.
This is fucking amazing. I can't.
Well, I mean, the one thing that went in chat. Let me see if I can find it here. It was a couple minutes ago. It was, I think, was that Effie show. It was Maki Ito and Nick Gage versus Bussy. At Spring Break.
Fuck, I'm gonna miss it. Wait, is that Spring Break?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it! I just realized I'm not gonna have a chance to see Maki Ito. I'm not aware. Is Maki Ito on any of the Circle 6 cards?
The Circle 6 cards did not have a lot listed.
No. Well, you also understand each show is an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make sense.
That's why, like, the max I saw was like 3. So, and I'm sure we'll stick to times.
Of course, definitely.
Yeah. Spring Break is sold out, by the way. No, I don't. No, but one of the big hopes was I was gonna go. I would run into Maki Ito, see her in person, because that's my other than Suzuki Karaoke. So
she might be at Suzuki Karaoke.
She might very well be at Suzuki Karaoke.
She might be.
And my life will be.
I'm sure she's
complete.
probably going to do karaoke with Suzuki.
That might be a thing. All right, I think my plans
that would be
are
too
made.
perfect.
I think my plans are made. All right, guys, because I still need to pack some stuff that I'm literally using right now.
Yeah, she has a picture with Suzuki on her Twitter. I guarantee she's gonna do karaoke with.
That's gonna be.
Oh my God, they might sing her theme song.
Would that be amazing? I wonder if he'll sing his own theme song.
Maki Ito is also going to be at TGPW USA.
TGPW. Okay. All right. I gotta figure something out here. Because I got equipment. Oh man, I don't know if I'm making it Suzuki's. I gotta figure it out. I'll figure it the fuck out. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I don't care how much that Uber is. The round trip to my hotel. Now.
Sorg Maki Ito is also going to be at GCW in Detroit in May.
Don't make me go to GCW, Mike. Don't make me go to GCW again.
You just said how close Detroit is to you.
3.5, 4 hours at most.
You just said how
for a drive.
I almost wanted to go to Portland. She was in Portland like the next day after I did, I think, Defy or something, and I'm like, no, we got the months mixed up, I think. Anyways, Tina, I think it's unconfirmed that Honor Club's going to have Supercard because, like, it was on the thing the first 2 episodes, and then they
doesn't. What the fuck is the point?
And they explicitly said on episode like 3 or 4 that it's going to be on Bleacher Report.
Oh, I saw that today.
Yeah. So
I saw that today.
I don't know
too.
what happened there because the initial release said that wasn't going to be on Honor Club, and then the first 2 episodes it was on the graphic on the LED board. Nobody mentioned anything. And then, like, the 3rd episode, they were like, oh, no, So I don't know what's going on there. I think it's I think it's bullshit.
No, I thought I saw a report. Yeah, from Ring of Honor that it's gonna be on Bleacher Report.
That's bullshit. Well, I'm not gonna say anything except
no, yep. ROH Supercard of Honor will also be available in demand through satellite and cable. But yeah, Bleacher Report if you want to stream it.
I just say that I really, we're not officially sponsored, but I do have an affiliate link for something called ExpressVPN. And Fight carries
where you can get it for a fight there.
Fight carries Ring of Honor and AEW internationally, and I'll just let everybody else do the math. So this is. I hope some people aren't watching this. Potter, do not clip this part.
Don't clip that. Gotcha.
Don't clip this. So
don't worry.
We're over an hour and a half into the show, so we'll nobody else. Oh, all you super fans are going to get the tip, and don't. Yes, I don't. I mean, I love fight. Well, actually, why would fight?
Well, while you're at, that's how you can watch WrestleMania.
I'm not worried about pissing off Tony Khan and Bleach Report. I'm worried about pissing off Fight, and I'm actually helping them out. I think so. I don't know. Don't.
Yeah, no, we're saying Fight's a better streamer.
Yes.
Bleacher Report.
Yes.
Sucks.
Bleacher Report's
Bleacher Report fucking sucks.
Fuck. And I know this isn't Fight's fault. And Fight is doing the good work of putting wrestling out there. I full disclosure, I do many shows with Fight, including the FTR thing this Thursday. And Spotlight Slam, catch it every Wednesday at 9 p.m. on Fight TV for free.
Yeah, full disclosure, I don't do any shows of anyone. Bleacher Report fucking sucks.
Like, we haven't gotten to your disclosure, but it's okay. I don't think it applies here.
And we do have notes from Alice Cars. He did the math. He did 1 + 1 and got squirrel.
On what?
Exactly.
On what?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yep, he did the math and he got squirrel.
If you know, you know. All right, guys, what'd you learn?
I'm a scientist.
What'd you learn in wrestling this week? Tina learned I love refreshing podcasts. The sessions with Mox and Renee, about an hour, a good listen. I listened to it before Awesome Cast today. Yes, it was fantastic. Mike, you recommended it to me earlier today.
Yep. Boy, Mox sure doesn't like bullshit.
Yeah, no. He's like he's just like me with Pittsburgh wrestling right now.
For him to say, and this is I don't have the direct quote on me, but that's basically what he said, that he's been through 8 years of the Indies, 8 years of WWE, and he's never seen so much bullshit that he's seen in AEW.
Wow.
That's basically what he said. I'm like, girl, same.
Yeah.
It's almost like someone from the top down has to control that bullshit.
Yeah,
and doesn't do that.
No, I agree. I think that is the case. But there's the things that work, and the things that don't work with that situation. So,
yeah.
Dave, what'd you learn? Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. That wasn't actually what you learned.
No. Dave can go. Dave can go because mine's gonna be a little bit longer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I learned that the Savage Gentleman and Lady Frost make an excellent Skeletor in Evil Lynn.
Yes. Categorically.
Oh my God! Let me see if I can find that real quick.
And from someone who grew up in the '80s when He-Man was first on, Evil Lynn was the better female character in that show.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Still is, honestly.
Well, yeah.
Still is. Now she's voiced by Cersei Lannister. Fuck yeah, absolutely.
Yo, Frost would be a great Evil Lynn. Look at that.
I do.
Next
time we have them on, though, I do want to hear his "I Hate He-Man."
There's a picture. It's not here.
I'm gonna pull my mic away so you can hear mine. I want to hear how it compares. I hate He-Man. So I need to hear how it compares.
Fantastic. Oh, and here's a still of that move that you talked about from WrestleRex that we're talking about.
Oh yes, that was amazing.
They called I love the. And by the way, I want to point out the look
on
Katie Arquette's face on this.
I don't know what it is. The lighting, whatever it is, it looks like it's straight out of Ready to Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
Like David Arquette is somewhere in that crowd saying, "It's not even a pay-per-view."
Dude, yeah, there was so many lights. It was like they carry this thing like a fucking rock concert down there. It's fantastic.
Insane.
It's so much fun.
Great move. And by the way, I think she just had her 50th anniversary as a wrestler.
By the way, I'm gonna say this now. If Braun Strowman and Ricochet do that in WrestleMania, you saw it here first.
Oh,
I'm just saying. I'm not saying.
Oh, no, wait a minute.
Just saying.
Wait a minute, though. When she tweeted that out, she tweeted, "I better not see that." And Hurricane said, "I can't make any promises."
Oh, because he's still an agent there.
He's still an agent. He said, "I can't make any promises."
If Liv and Raquel do that, I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, here. Wait. Oh, hold on a second. Here's the Skeletor on Panther.
Oh my god.
That's what I was looking for.
Oh my god, that Panther is going to haunt my nightmare.
That is some scary shit right there. This is.
Why'd you zoom in on it? No. Why does it look like Grimace fucked the thing from Neverending Story?
Because it does.
Grimace fucked Falcor. That's what that is.
Oh my god, show title Cat of My Nightmares.
Panther of My Nightmares.
I'm using that. All right.
The Panthorian Nightmare.
We're gonna give Mid Journey a
Rhodes.
break tonight. Wow.
God.
Mike, what'd you learn?
All right. So this is going to be a little.
Here we go.
So I figured out what my main problem is with AEW. Every week I see full card listings for Dynamite and for Rampage. And when that started, it was really cool. Because WWE wasn't listing anything.
Mm-hmm.
Like WWE wouldn't like, maybe they tell us one match that was happening on the show. But now I look at it and I watch their shows every week, and it just feels like a check. It feels like nothing is organic on the show.
Mm-hmm.
Because it there's never a surprise match. Or there's never a surprise segment.
Okay.
They're like exactly what's going to be on every single show. It's like if you got a chapter synopsis of a book before you read it. And that part of it just feels so like it doesn't flow. Like when I was watching this past week's Dynamite, when they opened and it was outside and the Bucks had been attacked and Hangman was there and Kenny was there, I'm like, oh, this is fucking cool. Like, it's something that is not announced, is not expected. Mm-hmm. It felt organic to the show. And then it stopped being organic to me. Because it just like, all right, then we said we're doing this, we have to do this, and we have to do this, and we have to do this, and we have to do it's like a fucking, I don't know, it just feels like not dynamic for something that's supposed to be called Dynamite.
Okay.
Dynamite is explosive, it's unpredictable. This is as predictable as it gets. I'm not even talking about the matches, the outcomes, or anything like that. Like, if you're telling me everything that's on the show, there's nothing on the show I'm going to be surprised by. Mm-hmm. If you want to give me 3 matches for the show, sure. Mm-hmm. Let me imagine what the rest of the show can be, or surprise me with what the rest of the show can be. Because I'm sure they have it mapped out, obviously. But that doesn't mean we need to know everything. Well, basically, I feel like it's over-promoted. It's over-promoted.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It just, I don't know. It just, because every time I watch AEW, it's like, okay, and now we have this next, now we have this next. When I'm watching Raw, I like that we basically have like one match. We have like 3 matches, and you're pretty much guaranteed one of them is going to be each hour, and you don't know what the rest of the card. Mm-hmm. Like I can't, not to compare WWE and AEW, but
I mean, it's a different style. Sure.
Yeah, it's different style, of course, but
it feels more like an indie card. Really, like, and that's one thing from AEW from the beginning. Like, they brought some of the things from Ring of Honor and Indies to television. Like that was one of the appeals I feel of the promotion. And if you're like, and again, if you're more attuned to the WWE style, then you're not gonna like it. But I think.
Well, no, I liked it initially.
Yeah. Okay.
I liked it initially, but now like we're going on 2-3 years of this. Like you can change it up.
Like I don't know what you would want to do. I mean, I feel like Rampage has a lot of.
Don't announce some of the
Don't announce anything.
No, just don't announce. No, I didn't say don't announce anything. Don't announce some of the matches.
Would you rather have and Matt Hardy will be action and a Blackpool Combat Club and trios?
No. I want it to feel organic. I want it to feel like we don't know what's going to happen. Like I want it to feel like it's a live show, because if you tell me everything that's there, it's gonna feel taped. I know it's not,
Dave,
but it feels like
Dave, what's
your... like, hey, this stuff has already happened, and nothing is going to change it.
Chat room and Dave, like, what do you think on this angle?
You know what? I don't see that as a problem, to be honest, at least from my perspective. I think. And this is maybe because Tony Khan's too involved with everything, and there's too much he's involved in. It's a checklist. A lot of things are checklist, and he doesn't have time to say, well, this week we're going to start off with the women's match, and we're going to have this on this part, and this here, and we need to know we have to have the commercial breaks. Where now it's like, okay, unless Britt's involved, it's a 9:20 women's match.
Yep.
And he's he's got,
to be
between
fair,
Ring of Honor and everything else.
They've never opened the show with the women.
No. What I'm saying is
they've
that's spontaneous.
But they have main evented, so
right. And that's the kind of spontaneousness. It's like, instead of starting off, like you said, starting off with the attack, something different. But that would Tony just maybe, because remember, not only does he have AEW, the multiple shows with that. Not only does he have Ring of Honor, he also has the soccer team, and he has the Jacksonville Jaguars.
And this is a different muscle than doing those other shows, those other teams in sports as well.
Right, but there is a limit on what someone can do.
And also, and I don't know the structure of AEW, but I know like there's a lot of people in office and agents and everything like that. He's the Vince, of course, but I think he's also. We have AEW All Access this week, but also I don't think he's hands-on with that. I'm sure that just the production team goes and does it, and he approves. But, so I don't. I think we've seen this with Raw, where it became very formulaic. I was like, and here's this, and here's this, and here's this, and they've been really good the last 6 months or so of mixing that up a bit, right? So maybe that's the thing. Maybe AEW does need to mix it up a little bit. I think it's on a good train. It's doing everything I like. That's like, for me, it's doing everything I love.
Tony Khan is a good matchmaker. I don't know if he's a good
showrunner.
Yeah, showrunner, exactly.
I don't know. I say I like what he's doing. I like the vibes. I like for all their shows, and I watch every show. I watch all of AEW, including Darks and Elevations, and I love it. It's. But that's your vibe. That's how you feel, and that's fine.
No, but I realize like that's. I think that's my main problem.
And I don't think it's been detrimental to their ratings necessarily. I think the people tune in
the ratings haven't been as great.
They haven't been as great, but the ratings are going to move. There's a lot of other things going on. So the attention. I mean, everything from shows on other channels, streaming on Netflix. Mandalorian comes out every Wednesday. I'm sorry. Ted Lasso. So
I don't think streaming shows are interfering with their ratings. I don't think.
Whoa. No. Yeah. Anything that takes attention away is competition. People tuning into this show instead of MLW is competition. Small competition, but it's one more thing that's taking eyeballs away from MLW. Because you'd rather listen to me and Mad Mike than the subtle voice of Joe Dombrowski on television before Cops. Right? No, Cops is a lead-in. That's right.
But now the only thing is, I hate to say, we're not the audience that should really care about that.
No.
the audience that cares is Warner Brothers
Yes.
because their contract's coming up soon.
Yes, and by all points, it sounds like WMS creator MLW. Thank you. We should get a T-shirt.
And send it to Joe.
I just said to the T-shirt guy and send it to Joe. Yes. That'll happen if he gets fired. I do not want. I'm sorry putting that in the world, but
No.
Anyways, no, I'm with that. No, but by all points, it would appear that they're in a really good spot with TBS TNT, and there's been no.
But it's Warner Bros., so who knows?
Yes, I know there is. It is.
It's Warner Bros.,
especially,
so who knows?
Well, not only that, but it's also with with the Warner Brothers network, not just TBS and TNT, but the overarching corporate. After what they did to HBO Max and all their streaming stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's an unfortunate thing. Like this is, and I said this when this merger happened. The thing that's going to could potentially hurt AEW is literally the guy at the top looks at wrestling and says, no, because that is exactly what happened to WCW.
Yeah, and Bischoff said as much. It's like when you don't own, like your company, essentially, like you don't own the way to get your company out there. You're at the mercy of someone else.
No, but in this case, he
owns the company.
He owns the company, so.
But he doesn't own a way to get it out.
Well,
unless you count Honor Club.
I'm sorry, no, you can't tell me that somebody else won't take AEW, even if it goes to a Reels, even if it goes to an Access. AEW will find a home. Okay, it won't be as good a home as TNT.
Yeah, but then we're talking Impact.
Yeah. Well,
but money.
My point is, it doesn't stop, right?
Oh no,
there's
no, it won't stop.
When you have this company's gotten to here, and then they lose the TV contracts, which is a big thing, but they still have international to fulfill that they have contracts for. So the show will alter, for sure, but the show doesn't die in the moment.
No, of course
said
not.
So.
But
that doesn't that's not to say there won't be rough seas for AEW and maybe they'll lose a contract and have to go somewhere else. But they have such a tight relationship with the Warner Brothers, whatever it is these days, and have performed. And what did I do? Sorry, I just had a moment.
No, I like I said, I
ends up on Bleacher Report streaming.
Yeah, I mean, they're I don't think they're in bad shape. I think they're going to be kept. The question is though.
No, I never said anything about them being in bad shape or anything. But it's an observation.
How much is Tony Khan assuming that the contract will be so much bigger, so he can figure out? And of course, this is nothing none of us know. And
no, we don't. We're not in the business of the business.
Right. But the business of the business does impact what we see.
Oh, one other.
That's the only
from that Moxley interview. That Moxley was AEW champion without a contract.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, again, sounds like Impact to me. But Moxley said he could have shown up on SummerSlam
with the AWL. Yeah,
AEW World title.
He was in town. Yeah.
This is me. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm making sure MJF has that fucking belt away from him by the end of the year. I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Even if there are talks that MJF is resigning, money talks, titles walk.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Especially if the contract literally ends in December. Could you imagine if MJF is the champion in December and number 30 in the Royal Rumble is current AEW champion Maxwell Jacob Freeman?
Brother, and honestly, if that happened, even if it was under the radar, I think it'd still be great for AEW.
Nope. I don't think it would be.
I think it'd be great for AEW.
I don't think it would be.
It would be like, what's happening here? What's going on here? You make a storyline out of it, and
because WCW really flourished when Ric Flair walked on TV back in '91.
WCW had a whole host of other problems.
So does AEW, according to Jon Moxley.
Well, I don't think it has the same problems, but still. I think it's a personalities problem and not the same. I mean, there is a difference. There's a difference
I think there's much
You don't know what you don't know. Okay.
Sure.
You don't know. You don't know.
I
but
agree.
So.
But I mean, Moxley did say basically in an interview. I mean, I saw only snips. I only saw like little highlights of it. But didn't he say basically he was AEW till he retired?
Yeah. So I mean that's.
So I mean, this is a company guy who's saying, "Yeah, I love my company. I want to be with them. I'm going to retire here."
And the way he said,
I got some major issues.
The way he said that, I don't know. I don't know if the reality is what he said, because he said that, and he said about extending his contract for the time he missed for when he was in rehab. So, like, I feel that I don't think that's as clean as he says it was, legally. So, but anyways, that's enough of that. I think we got everything.
Sorry, what did you learn from us?
I learned that Vikingo should be everybody's favorite wrestler. And no, pull that back. Vikingo has the warmest smile in professional wrestling.
I don't know about that. I think we'd have to do a poll.
All right.
Or like a March Madness bracket on the warmest smiles of wrestling.
That you've witnessed in person.
Still.
Okay. All right.
Mick Foley.
Pull it back. Oh.
Mick Foley's smile.
Mick
Foley's smile is a hug by the fireplace on Christmas Eve with a cup of hot cocoa.
Mick Foley's
partner, you can clip that and tag him in it.
Mick Foley's entire vibe is all that stuff you said. All right?
Yes.
I'm with that. I'm just saying exclusively the smile.
I'm saying his smile too.
Okay. All right.
Even the smile he had with a tooth poking through his nose.
This is true.
Is still warm as hell.
Oh my God, this is a 2-hour show. Guys, thank you so much. We got to get out of here.
We're not having a show next week. It's WrestleMania.
It is, but I have to pack for WrestleMania and do this
that's
show.
That's a problem. Past Sorg should have
dealt with. No, because I'm doing the show on the equipment I'm taking to WrestleMania. This is my WrestleMania.
That's the show title. This is my WrestleMania.
And it's going to be the picture of Skeletor on the cat.
Yes.
Yep. I'm there. Guys, thank you so much. Like I said, if you're around LA, of course, I'll be both nights at WrestleMania. Find me in the parking lot. That sounds weird.
If you see him, you get the chop sword.
No! I'm going to death matches. No, Mike. No. That is not okay. Fuck.
All right. Fine. If you see Alex, you get to chop him.
Yes.
See, Sorg approved.
See you soon, Alex. Both of you. I don't know. I've seen Alex in person. So
Alex Scars, find me in the parking lot. Reddit famous last words.
No, Tina's mwahaha.
Oh, I'm sorry. I closed the chat room. I didn't see anything else Alex Scars said. So remember, if you see Alex Scars, chop him, then buy one of his shirts.
Go for charity. Charity, but to support. Again, I'll be at 2 days of Circle 6, Thursday and Friday, in the afternoons at least, in Murder Me. I feel weird saying that. And, of course, I will be in the room for FTR live stream. Hopefully I'm having a good time with it. If I'm not, it's not going great. So we'll see. There's a lot of... I think I did this right. We'll find out. I'm a professional. Well, listen. I will stream this thing. I don't care. I will figure out a way to stream this thing.
Sorry, I believe in you.
And what else is happening? Mitzvah Mania is Sunday, if you were going by that. And again,
I like how you're going to something called Murder Fest and Mitzvah Mania.
No, Murder Mania and Mitzvah Mania.
Oh, excuse me, Murder Mania and Mitzvah Mania.
Yes.
So the dichotomy of that.
Yes.
Just really, really good.
This is.
Wait, is Murder Mania on Friday and Mitzvah Mania on Sunday?
Yes. Because you're not going to have the Jewish wrestling.
Oh, God, it's your Murder Easter.
Well, what we realized...
It's your Wrestling Easter.
We also realized the Jewish wrestling show wasn't going to happen on a Saturday.
Yeah, it can't. Oh, my God, Sorg, it's your Wrestling Easter.
I don't know if that... Oh.
You're going to have a Good Friday, and then you're going to have a Mitzvah Sunday.
Guys, we'll see you guys next time. Mayhem Show out.
Just wait, just wait, just wait, just wait. Wait for the perfect time, then attack. Don't give up what you want, take it back. Wait for the perfect time, then attack.
This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.